Hello everyone! Look at the incredible result we're gonna see today. I'm here with a patient who had a chemical peeling procedure with me less than 15 days ago, and the result is impressive. You can see how beautifully the skin is recovering. This is work that requires a lot of care, technique, and above all, patience. Let me explain what I'm seeing here. In this region, she has a retraction of the nail bed, which is when the skin underneath the nail retracts, creating a space. And here on the fifth toe, the pinky toe, we also identify the same problem. This happens mainly because of constant pressure from footwear. Tight shoes, heels, even very snug sneakers can cause this type of injury over time. That's why we perform the chemical peeling procedure on these two specific toes. The first toe, which is the big toe, and the fifth toe. These are the areas that suffer the most from mechanical pressure from footwear in daily life. Now, I'm going to explain a very special case we have here on the left foot. This nail suffered a significant trauma about 4 years ago. It was a very serious accident and she ended up losing her entire nail at the time. When such a big trauma happens, often the nail matrix, which is the part responsible for nail growth, becomes compromised. What happened to her is that from that point on, from the middle of the nail to the tip, the nail no longer adheres to the nail bed. This means that this part of the nail grows loose, without adherence, precisely because of the injury she suffered in the past. But look, she takes very good care of it. That makes all the difference in the results we can achieve. To prevent the proliferation of fungi and bacteria in this region, since the nail is not adhered and creates a space conducive to microorganisms, we occasionally use topical antifungals. It's a very important preventive measure. And on the fifth toe, we also perform the chemical peeling to treat the hyperkeratosis. Now I'm going to start the process of removing the skin that underwent the peeling. First, I'm going to soak it in warm distilled water. This step is fundamental because warm water will help soften even more the layer of dead skin that is detaching. I'm going to apply here the remover product that I showed you in the video about the materials I use in the office. I'm leaving it to soak for about 10 minutes. This time is sufficient for the water to penetrate the layers and facilitate removal without aggressing the new skin that is forming underneath. And look how it's already starting to look. The skin is softening and we can already see the difference. Dear, is anything hurting? I'm feeling a little bit, but nothing I can handle. Perfect. That's exactly what we expect. A slight discomfort is normal, but nothing unbearable. Look at the quality of the skin that's showing underneath. Can you see it? Here in this little hole was where there was excess skin, that callus that bothered so much. In podiatry, we call this onychophosis, which is the thickening of the skin around the nail caused by constant pressure and friction. When we remove this thickened layer, the new skin that appears is much healthier, softer, and pinker. It's completely renewed skin. That's why it's so important to have this procedure done by qualified professionals, because the correct technique ensures that the removal is efficient without causing injuries. Everything okay there? All good. Great, let's continue then. Your face looks great, showing that you're comfortable. That's very important to me. Now let's start working on the left foot. This is the nail that suffered the trauma. Poor thing. Let me see if I can remember the name of the video we made when you injured this nail. I think I put something about the baby chair that fell on top, wasn't it? It was an emergency situation. You came very early in the morning, if I remember correctly. It was, but I don't remember exactly now. That's true. It was a long time ago, right? I wasn't on YouTube yet when that happened. I searched for it these days to show you all, but I didn't find a record. Can I continue with the procedure? Yes, you can continue. And so everyone, where are you watching from? Leave it in the comments. I love knowing where each of you comes from. I read all the comments, I swear. Since there are so many, I respond little by little, but I make sure to interact with everyone. I love reading each of your messages. Knowing that this content is reaching different places around the world, helping people better understand skin and nail care, is something that motivates me a lot. Each like, each comment, each share makes all the difference so that this work continues to reach more people. Are you in pain now? No, it's fine. Now, it's warmed up a little more here in the room, right? It's perfect like this. Room temperature also influences comfort during the procedure. Is anything hurting? No, everything's fine. There, it's a little better now. I'm gonna work more on this nail here. Does it hurt if I press? No. Only if you move there, right? Great, that's exactly it. Now we've reached a very important part of our procedure, intensive hydration. After all this peeling and removal process, the skin is completely renewed, but it's also sensitive and needs specific care. We're going to start intensive hydration on your skin now. You have sunflower oil at home, right? Yes, I do. With urea? Yes, with urea. Perfect. This is the product you're gonna use for the next 15 days, okay? Sunflower oil is rich in essential fatty acids and vitamin E, which are fundamental for skin regeneration. Urea, on the other hand, has deep moisturizing properties and helps keep the skin soft. After these initial 15 days, you're gonna use this other product here. This specific product will prevent this excess skin from returning. It has active ingredients that control excessive cell proliferation, keeping the skin healthy without that thickening that causes discomfort. Now I'm gonna make a protective bandage here. This bandage is essential to protect the new skin that is exposed. Let me explain the post-procedure care protocol well for you who are watching. The sunflower oil here in this first phase is to revitalize this sensitive skin. Now you're without the natural protection that thickened layer of skin offered. So we need to create a protective and nourishing barrier. That's why it's very important that you be careful not to wear very tight or snug footwear in this first week. Wear your comfortable sneakers. Avoid high heels and shoes that put pressure on these areas we treated. And use it constantly, several times a day. The sunflower oil with urea, you can't forget. Everyone, I want to share something very important with you. Taking care of your beauty isn't superficial vanity. It's genuine self-care. When you dedicate time to taking care of your body, your skin, you're telling yourself that you're important, that you deserve this care and attention. From an aesthetic point of view, of course, having healthy skin, well cared for nails is something that makes us more confident. But the emotional impact is even greater. When you look in the mirror and like what you see, when you feel your hands and feet soft, without pain, without discomfort, this elevates your self-esteem in an incredible way. And it's not just about appearance. It's about health, about preventing bigger problems, about quality of life. That callus that seems like just a detail can cause chronic pain, alter your gait, generate postural problems. So when you take care of these details, you're investing in your overall health. That's why I love what I do. Seeing the transformation not only in the skin but in people's confidence and well-being is something that's priceless. And now, coming to the end, I need your support. If this video was useful, if you learned something new about skincare, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos, because every week there's new content about podiatry, skincare, and wellness. And even more important, share this video. You certainly know someone who needs this information, someone who suffers from calluses, ingrown nails, foot problems. Sharing knowledge is an act of love and care for others. And don't forget to leave your comments. Tell me, have you ever had a peeling procedure? Do you have any questions about foot care? I want to know everything. Your interaction here in the comments helps me create better and better content for you. To finish, I want to leave a reflection with you. Taking care of yourself is not selfishness, it's necessity. In such a fast-paced world, so full of demands and responsibilities, stopping and dedicating time to your well-being is a revolutionary act. Your skin tells stories. It records every moment of your life, every challenge you've faced, like this nail that got hurt years ago. And it's okay to have these marks, they're part of your journey. But you deserve to take care of these stories. You deserve to treat your body with affection and respect. So, my invitation to you today is look at yourself with more love, with more patience. Celebrate every small care you have with your body. Because when you're good with yourself, when you feel comfortable in your own skin, you radiate that positive energy to everything around you. Thank you for being here with me today. Until the next video. And remember, you are special and deserve all the care in the world. A big kiss to each one of your hearts.